Hi, I'm Anton, Chief Designer here at Oru Kayak, and this is the Inlet. We built this kayak to be super simple, easy, and accessible to anyone. It goes together in just a few minutes, and the boxed inlet is even lighter and smaller than our other models. It's a ton of fun on calm water. So let's start with the basic specs. Once assembled, it's a hair under 10 feet long and 30 inches wide. Those specs make it stable and easy to use for beginners. And it's only 20 pounds. Try doing this with any other boat. Like all of our kayaks, it all comes down to origami. The inlet is formed out of one seamless sheet of double-layered corrugated polypropylene. We call this Oruplast, and it's custom made to our specs. It's a light but extremely tough plastic that can fold up tens of thousands of times without weakening. So as you can see, this isn't your usual sharp, angular origami, because to perform well in the water, we need these flowing, fluid lines for speed and performance. Now, there are some edges and angles from the way it folds, and that's actually great for performance in the water. The edges here are called chines, and they help the kayak track straight in the water. It'll go right where you point it, unlike some other kinds of portable boats that we could name. Inflatables. This broad flat base here, a full 30 inches wide, gives you good stability. There are no joints or openings at all below the waterline. These rigid plastic fairings over the ends of the kayak give it an extra layer of protection from both water and scuffing. They're made of a heavy-duty polyethylene and riveted together for extra strength. They help streamline the inlet so it cuts right through the water. It's short and stable, but that doesn't mean it has to be slow. The front fairing also has a handle for towing or tying it up. These flaps close the deck of the inlet. This is the only true seam on the boat. It's at the highest point of the deck, so any splashed water will just roll off. The overlap here is like shingles on a roof, so it helps keep out any water that might splash up here. These buckles are super easy and intuitive to use. This system is enough to keep you dry in a flat water boat like this. But if you're planning on going in waves or serious weather, check out our bay and our coast models. They're great for that. Two bulkheads in the front and the back of the cockpit help maintain the cross-sectional shape of the kayak, and that gives it a lot of extra rigidity. They're made out of a thick 10mm super rigid corrugated plastic. So you can see we've got this big open cockpit here. This makes it really easy to get in and out of the kayak, and it's also great for carrying kids, dogs, a cooler, whatever. Unlike most of our other models, the inlet has an integrated floorboard which is permanently attached and stays inside the kayak when it's folded up. All of these extra layers and folds of material make a really sturdy central cockpit area. All of our kayaks have unique floorboard prints, but since our goal for the inlet was to make it as easy to use as possible, this model also has a bunch of folding instructions printed directly on it. I'll talk a bit more about that later. Since this is a boat designed for lounging as well as cruising, we've made sure that it's adjustable for comfort. I'll start with the seat here. You can see there are two parts. There's a seat back that's flexible and conforms to the contours of your back, and there's a seat bottom that's a 1-inch thick memory foam. We use closed cell foam on both of these parts so that they won't absorb water. You can adjust the seat back height by just twisting this knob and sliding it where you want it. The seat back angle can also adjust with these straps. Like our other models, you can do this while you're sitting in the kayak, which you can't do in a lot of other kayaks. Another important feature for comfort is this adjustable footrest. This makes it way more comfortable to sit for a long time with your legs out. It lets you keep your knees bent so that they don't cramp up. Unlike most kayaks, you can also adjust the footrest while you're sitting in the boat. The footrest itself is made out of a super heavy-duty ABS plastic, and it's got textured grooves for your feet to grip. And that's about it for the inlet. Oh wait, I forgot the most important thing. The reason we exist is to fold from this to this. I'll give a real quick overview of how it all works. You can find more detailed assembly videos on our website, or get to them by pointing your phone at the QR code here. We also have printed assembly guides with every model. So in a nutshell, the inlet folds up into its own box with just a few quick folds. All of the loose parts fit into the box. To make assembly extra simple and intuitive, the inlet has instructional graphics printed right on the kayak. With practice, most people take about 2 to 3 minutes to go from kayak to box, or 3 to 5 minutes to go from box to kayak. The inlet box measures 42 by 10 by 18 inches. This is small enough that you can fit 2 or even 3 in a normal car trunk, or check it on a plane with no oversize charges. We've got these molded skid plates here to protect the bottom from dragging and scraping, and the handle makes it easy to lift and carry for short distances. For longer treks, we recommend the Oru Inlet Pack, which is designed for comfortable hiking pretty much anywhere. And that, friends, is the Inlet. It's a terrific kayak for fun at your local beach or lake, getting out with a kid or dog, or bringing on a picnic with your friends. It's small enough to just keep in your car trunk so you can get out on a whim. It's like a spontaneous adventure in a box. And especially compared to an inflatable boat, it's sturdy, fast, and durable. So if you have any questions about the Inlet, please drop us a line. We're happy to help. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you out on the water soon.